Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Skilloscope by Bambinos.live. Joining me today, we have a very special guest, Ms. Jas Johari, the head of learning at Bambinos.live. With her wealth of experience and passion for education, Ms. Johari has been instrumental in shaping Learn-A-Thon into the unique and impactful event that it is today. Welcome, Ms. Jas Johari.
Thank you very much, Ravneet.
So I have a few questions for you. And since this is about reading, the first question is the lack of interest in reading. So many children prefer on-screen based entertainment over books, which leads to a lack of motivation in reading. So how can we ensure that kids do not lose that interest?
Um, there are few things that as parents, we can take care of to ensure that our children fall in love with books, which really are the basis of all kinds of knowledge, vocabulary, and so on. So few reasons why children do not like reading books is one is the skill. So many of them I've seen in my experience, even slightly older children, for example, in the age group of 8 or 10 years old, who are unable to read. When I say read, what I mean is read the text, like the bigger words, they're not sure how to read them. So lack of understanding, lack of comprehension, lack of vocabulary. So there's a big word. They don't know what it means, and hence you don't want to read it. And so those are few reasons. Also, as parents, I think it's our responsibility that we read ourselves, because children always imitate what the parents are doing. If the parents are all the time on the screen and watching, television or whatever it is, a child is likely to do that too. So build up their vocabulary, give them the skill to read, buy books which they like. And in fact, I'll recommend join a library. So a child doesn't like a book, that's okay. Go get another one. So give them access to a lot of books so that they become, good readers, and they're able to find out what is their interest, what genre excites them. So I think these are few tips.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes, speaking about the comprehension issues, so parents are really worried about their children's struggle to comprehend or understand or critically analyze what they are reading, which also affects their academic performance, right? So, how can we improve the comprehension skills or comprehension level of a child?
So in the Learn-A-Thon, for example, we have this wonderful event which is based around reading, another one which is based around writing, and one more based around speaking. So all these things are needed for a child to comprehend things. How do you comprehend? When you know the language well, when you understand the vocabulary, the context in which it is spoken, is when the comprehension begins. Like, for example, I'm very good in English, but if you give me German text, I love reading, but I'm not going to be able to make head or tail of that the text that you give me, which is in German, because that's not my language. So the first thing to do is to get a child proficient in that language. So since we're talking about English, so that's us from reading, speaking, and writing, which is what we are trying to help students do.
Okay, now I am curious, and I'm sure everyone is curious to know more about Learn-A-Thon event. Can you please tell us something more about that?
I can't wait to tell you what it is all about, because I think it's a magical, fun event which is happening on a global scale. It's a free event. You do not have to be a part of Bambinos.live to participate in it. Any child who wants to have fun and learn is welcome to be a part of it. It's open for students in the age group of 4 to 16 years. And we have 5 sub-events happening in that. So Learn-A-Thon is the main umbrella. Under that, we have 5 things happening. First, Read-A-Thon. Read-A-Thon is meant for our younger students to give them skills to start reading, connecting letters which make a word. How do you read a word? And then connecting words, how they become a sentence, and comprehension, really the basis of reading. That's what Read-A-Thon will do. And then we have Speak-A-Thon. I cannot overemphasize the importance of communication, because communication is the cornerstone for everything in life. It doesn't matter what profession our child ends up doing or becoming good at, but communication is needed for everything. Look at all successful people in the world today, in any area of expertise, technology or data or literature or art. They're all expert communicators. And this is what we need for our children to start communicating effortlessly and confidently. And sooner, the better. So that's what our second event, which is Speak-A-Thon, will do for our children. The third, Write-A-Thon. In this age of artificial intelligence, sometimes natural intelligence takes a back seat, and we often will resort to all these to help us write. But putting our thoughts in words is something that we can do best, right? So we help children write well, use good words, put their imagination to use, become budding authors. That's what Write-A-Thon will do. Then the fourth one is Math-A-Thon. Critical thinking, problem-solving skills. Who doesn't need them? Oh, and the fear of maths, which so many of us grapple with even as grown-ups. Imagine helping a child get over that. That's what Math-A-Thon will do. And last is our Shloka-Thon, which is based on the ancient teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So it's really giving our children roots to fly. What a wonderful thing we can do for our children, to give them the ancient wisdom to apply in the current world. That's what Shloka-Thon will do. So this is all about Learn-A-Thon, and I invite everybody all over the globe to please come and be a part of it.
Thank you so much for giving that insight on Learn-A-Thon. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic event at Bambinos. So, ma'am, as a communication trainer, we have observed many parents expressing their concerns that due to bilingualism or multilingualism households, many children struggle to master any one language completely. So, what are your views about that?
So yes, your observation is absolutely correct. Children often struggle with the language because for most of us, it's not our first language. So they do not tend to think in it, and that becomes a challenge. But of course, we have a fabulous solution for it. The way in the Learn-A-Thon, the way our Speak-A-Thon is designed, it's encouraged that children speak, use the right words. Our mentors, we have expert mentors who will guide these students in terms of using good vocabulary, confidence, and all of that. And of course, the Write-A-Thon, where they'll be encouraged to write better words, use the imagination, and all of that. And of course, at Bambinos.live, we are constantly working on students to enhance their communication skills. So, I have worked for about more than 2 decades now with students to help them improve their communication. And I find that giving them a place where they feel safe to make mistakes is the best way for them to get confident. And that's what we provide, a safe haven where they can make mistakes and a gentle mentor guides them, helps them do better, and encourages them to do better. So that's what we are. So I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. And I'm sure I, as well as so many people across the globe, want to register for Learn-A-Thon now. So can you please help us with how we can register for Learn-A-Thon event?
You can go to our website, www.bambinos.live, and there's the Learn-A-Thon. And you can click there and register. There's a WhatsApp group to help you navigate the whole thing. And, I'm sorry, but I forgot to mention that on the 20th, so this is a weekly thing, which carries on till the 21st of December. And on the 21st of December, we have the grand finale. And of course, all children will get certificates of participation, but we also have exciting prizes waiting for students who do well. And of course, somebody who does exceptionally well becomes the Bambinos Face of the Year. So, we do not just want to push external beauty by Miss that or Mr. that, but Bambino's Face of the Year would be somebody who has the communication skills, the problem-solving skills, the writing skills, and knows the ancient wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. And that ideal child would be the face of Bambinos.live. That could be your child. So please do come and participate in it.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. And I'm so happy that you were here and you would give so many amazing tips to all of the young students out there. Before I let you go, can you please send out a message to all our young students at Bambinos all across the globe for everything related to Learn-A-Thon, speaking, reading, writing, any message for them?
One message that I have for all youngsters and parents who want their children to read, write, and speak well is stay curious. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Participate in as many events as possible and get yourself the exposure to learn those skills, which is what this Learn-A-Thon is doing. So come participate in it and see your skills improve. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right. Hello, everyone. Today we have a very, very special guest with us, right, Anika?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
So she's a very bright and a passionate young reader, I see, and it's such a delight to have her in this interview for a little chat with me. So a very warm welcome to you, Anika, as well as you, Mrs. Agarwal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
So
so
I would like to ask a few questions to Anika. Okay?
Okay.
So Anika, can you tell me your full name?
My full name is Anika Agarwal.
Okay, wonderful. And how old are you?
I'm 9 years.
Brilliant. You are becoming a big girl now, right?
Yeah.
All right. And Anika, where do you stay?
I live in Bangalore.
Oh, okay. You are from Bangalore. That's wonderful. Do you like reading?
Yeah, I do like.
That's wonderful. Can you tell me why do you like it so much? What is the reason? Why do you like reading?
I like reading because I just feel bored, so I just take a book and I just read it.
Oh, wow. Does it mean that you've read a lot of books?
Yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes.
That's wonderful. So can you tell me which is your most favorite book at this moment? Which book do you like the most and what is the
Panchtantra,
reason?
Panchtantra and not Tenali, Akbar Birbal.
Wow, I love both the books very much also. Can you tell me a reason why do you like both of these books so much?
Because whenever I read those stories, when I come at the end of the story, I get to learn something.
Oh, wow. So do you like books with good moral?
Yeah, moral books.
Oh, wow. That's so brilliant. Thank you so much, Anika. And I also have a few questions for your mom, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
So, can you please share your experience about Anika's reading journey with us here at Bambinos.live?
Yeah, ma'am. Before she doesn't like to read the story books. She always told, "Mama, you read, I will listen."
but when online school was there, na, that's in the COVID time. That time it was very difficult to me to tell ki you read the book. But when she started to go to school on offline, then she went to the library, and there she saw the friends how they are reading the books, and she got the book from the library also. And then she started to reading at home. And we enroll Bombino, means the last 1 month. And Sneha ma'am is taking classes to her. And nowadays means she have a more confident when nowadays she learn more, means how to read. And now it's good. Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And that's so amazing, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I also would like to ask you, so what step did you take to nurture the love for reading for her?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, means I am doing share market, and I have to also read lots of books. I have a lots of books to read regarding the mindset. And I read, means I study, read the book along with her. And I tell her, you read your book, I read my book. I will tell something, whatever I read, and I will tell you. And you also, means whatever story you read, tell me ki what was the story. Then means this type of reading we doing both. And nowadays he is enjoying reading.
Amazing. All right. That's a great learning for all of us, right? We can
Yes.
also read with them.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am. And apart from this, if you want to share anything with us about Bambinos, if you want to share a quick feedback, please feel free to do that.
Yeah, ma'am. Now we are very satisfied about Bombino, because her problem was the spelling. And nowadays, Sneha ma'am is taking the classes, and spelling rules she is teaching her, and reading also she is teaching her. And nowadays she is enjoying, and very less spelling mistake is there nowadays. So we are happy with that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's so good to know. Um, okay, so Anika, I have one last question for you. What message would you like to give all the students at Bambinos and all across the globe? Any message that you would like to share with them?
Okay, so I would tell them, like, if you want to learn something new, so you always have to read a book or else a Google. If we see Google, it will be electronic and it might harm your eyes. So better see from books.
Okay. So if you want to gain lot of knowledge, you should
Yeah.
read books, right?
Yes.
So this is your message for all the students at Bambinos and all across the globe.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Anika. I am so proud of you, little girl. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's special episode. We have just scratched the surface of how to tackle challenges in reading, speaking, writing, math, and holistic learning. At Skilloscope by Bambinos.live, we are here to help you nurture your child's potential every step of the way. Follow Bambinos.live and don't forget to share to spread the magic. Do comment and let us know what topics you'd like to hear next. See you in the next episode.